Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Luxmy Gopal. Well, let's start with some news that may affect your travel plans over the next couple of days. For the first time in its history, part of the country's busiest motorway will be shut during the day for the whole weekend. Drivers are being warned to avoid the M25 in the Surrey area. It's all part of an upgrade of Junction 10, aiming to cut delays and collisions there. A diversion's been set up through nearby towns and villages, but for those living nearby, the closure is expected to cause huge disruption. Well, Matt Graveling is in Surrey tonight. Matt, tell us more. Effect as a result of that as well. That's our reporter, Matt Graveling there. Well, get your phone ready if you have it on you, because if you're affected by the M25 closure this weekend, lots more still to come, including... But before all that, let's return to the topic of transport with what's being hailed as groundbreaking. These trains, using fast-charging batteries, are being trialled, the first of its kind, on the railways in West London. The aim is to make rail greener and to cut emissions. Our transport correspondent Tom Edwards has been on board. Ryan Lange there. Now, red noses at the ready, because tonight is comic relief. Yes, it's that time of year already. Now, many of you have been taking part in fundraising events, collecting donations for good causes. One of the charities that's benefited is the Canaan Project in Tower Hamlets, which supports teenage girls. Alice Bandercravi has been to meet some of those involved. Well, never mind comic relief. We have had some relief from the downpours we've had earlier this week, Chris, haven't we? It's been a lot nicer and a sunnier day today.
Yeah, there were still a few downpours around, but not the persistent rain that we had earlier in the week, which was, a nice change. Latest. And
a lot more of that lovely sunshine to come as well. Thank you, Chris. Now, just to bring you the main headlines this evening. Now, just before I go, if you look on our social media pages, you can find out where in London has been named as the capital's best place to live. It's not where I live, sadly. Anyway, I'll be here again with your late bulletin after the news at 10. In the meantime, you can catch up on all the latest news on our website or on the BBC News app. But for now, from all of us, have a very good evening. Rita, thank you. Good evening and welcome to BBC London. Good evening, I'm Luxmy Gopal. Thanks for joining us. For the first time in its history, part of the country's busiest motorway will be shut during the day for the whole weekend. Drivers are being warned to avoid the M25 in the Surrey area. It's part of an upgrade of Junction 10. A diversion's been set up through nearby towns and villages, but for those living nearby, the closure is expected to cause huge disruption. Matt Graveling has this report. Looking lovely ahead, isn't it? Well, that's it from the late team for now. Thanks for your company tonight. We'll be back tomorrow. In the meantime, you can get the latest on the website. Good night.